Hello trainers! I finally leveled up in Pokemon Go. I went from level 43 to level 44 on January 17th. I went from level 44 to level 45 on April 17th. And I did say from the beginning that I was going to take my time with leveling up. To be fair, I did say that I was in no rush to level up. 3 months later, finally leveled up. So what did I have to do to level up? I had to defeat 100 Team Go Rocket Grunts, purify 100 Shadow Pokemon, earn 10 Platinum Medals, and defeat a Team Go Rocket leader 50 times. So what did I end up catching from all of those Team Go Rocket Grunts and all those Team Go Rocket leaders? I think that I did pretty good. I'm not mad that Pokemon Go sent me on this crazy task of trying to defeat 50 Team Go Rocket leaders and 100 Team Go Rocket Grunts. I got a shiny from all 3 of the Team Go Rocket leaders. I got a shiny Mawile, I got a shiny Nidoran, I got a shiny Larvitar. The Larvitar was a very big surprise to me. Essentially, as soon as Cliff rolled in with his new Pokemon Larvitar, switched over from, I think it was Magnemite he had before, to Larvitar, I had battled with him for the first time after he got Larvitar. And my first time encountering Cliff with Larvitar, I got the shiny. And of course I thought to myself, you know, oh, I'm not gonna record this. There's no way I'm gonna get the shiny. It's my first time doing Cliff and Larvitar. And of course, when you speak it into the universe, that's when it happens, right? So I did get the shiny on my first encounter with Cliff. I can't really prove it from screen recordings, but I did. You're just gonna have to take my word for it. So my best catch was a 96% Shadow Makuhita, however you say that. And I evolved it to the Hariyama. So I have a beast of a Shadow 96% Hariyama. That was my best catch IV Shadow for sure from all the 3 months. I have a 96 Purified Cacnea. Fairly good IV of all these other guys here. I'm just kind of scrolling through all of the Shadow 3 stars that I've caught during this time.
Prepare for trouble!
Make it double!
To protect the world from devastation.
To unite all peoples within our nation.
To denounce the evils of truth and love.
To extend our reach to the stars above.
And then of course, here are all my catches that are not the best IVs, you know, 0 star, 1 star, 2 star. And of course, all my shinies are within this bunch.
Team Rocket, blast off at the speed of light!
Surrender now or prepare to fight.
Me out, that's right!
I also got myself a Wobbuffet that I chose to purify to get 100%. And I also got a Makuhita, whatever that other guy was that we were talking about earlier, Makuhita, a Hariyama, that I was able to purify to get to 100%. The reason why I chose to purify the Hariyama to be 100% is because I already had all those other good IV shadows like I was showing earlier, like the 96% shadow. So since I already have that really good IV shadow, may as well just purify the other one that was like 13 stats so I could get a hundo. And of course what I mean by that, if you're not sure, is when you go to look at the stats of Pokemon in Pokemon Go, of course they have a attack, a defense, and a HP bar. If this HP bar is totally full, like 100% IV, like for example, this 100% IV Shadow Banette that I have, so this 100% IV, it's 15, 15, 15, attack, defense, HP. And since they're all totally full, that means that this one is 100% IV. If you go look at a Shadow Pokemon, and let's just say their IV is minimum 13 attack, 13 HP, 13 defense. If you purify a Shadow Pokemon that has 13 HP, 13 attack, 13 defense, then you end up getting 100% Pokemon. Some people don't advise it, but I like to have a lot of hundos. I'm working on my 100% Pokedex. Other than that, I'll just quickly show my best shadows that I've ever caught, the best purified that I've ever had. I did choose to purify a Metagross that I had. My reason behind that, even though Metagross is a really, really strong shadow attacker, in the future, Pokemon Go is going to be getting a Mega Metagross, and you can't Mega Evolve Shadow Pokemon. I would rather have a 100% Metagross that I can Mega Evolve rather than have a Shadow Metagross that is super powerful, you know? Like, they're both still really good. I did manage to get the god of all Pokemon. Yeah, the god. I've even nicknamed him God Hundo, and he's a Shadow 100%. My second Shadow 100%, I only have two, and it is Bidoof. Bidoof. Bidoof.
I'm the one, creator of the heavens and the earth, Alpha and Omega.
Oh, I see where this is going.
Bruce, I'm God.
How did I gain all that XP? Well, a lot of it was from friendships, from strategically planning friendships with lucky eggs. Essentially, I coordinated all of my friendships to open up on all the past community days over the past 3 months. So on community days, I was regularly getting about 1 million XP. And then on top of that, when I do raids, I do like to use my lucky egg when I'm doing a lot of raids from, you know, let's say January 17th up until when the remote raid pass nerf was announced. I was doing lots of raids at that time, so I was getting lots of XP. Also taking advantage of all the free limited timed events. There's all these limited timed research that you can claim during these events that happen in Pokemon Go. For example, in the Rising Heroes season that we are having in Pokemon Go right now, we have these time limited events with Team Valor, with Team Instinct, and Team Mystic. Besides the research that you can claim on the total right side of the page that, you know, there's no time limit on. You can just claim it whenever you want. But besides that, there's the limited timed research that's on the left side. If you do those and keep up with them, you can get lots and lots and lots of free XP just from the free limited timed research. And I know that most people probably understand how Team Go Rockets work, but for the people that don't, you defeat 6 Team Go Rocket Grunts. For every Team Go Rocket Grunt you defeat, you get a mysterious component. You need 6 mysterious components to make a Rocket Raider. And then once you have a Rocket Raider, you can encounter a Team Go Rocket Leader. And of course, playing during these events where there is particular bonuses that aid you in your journey to leveling up also really helps as well. For example, for the entirety of this Rising Heroes season, Season 10 Rising Heroes, if I just go and look at the 3rd and 4th point here, it says Team Go Rocket appearing more often at Pokéstop. Increase Stardust from defeating Team Go Rocket. That being available the whole season long really helped. On top of that, there's other events that have happened in the past, and there's even one that's happening right now that allows you to get 2 times mysterious component for every Team Go Rocket Grunt that you defeat. So then, instead of it having to take 6 Team Go Rocket Grunts in order to get a Rocket Raider, you only need to defeat 3 Team Go Rocket Grunts now, because you're getting 2 mysterious components per Team Go Rocket Grunt. If you were to do the Team Go Rocket leaders and just do it without any bonuses and just do it with every single mysterious component, it would take 300 mysterious components. You would defeat 300 Team Go Rocket Grunts to do all the leaders, which is wild. I'm not really sure how many Team Go Rocket Grunts I ended up doing. We'll have a look right now and just see actually. In total, I have defeated 1,711 Team Go Rocket Grunts. It's a lot of grunts, man. I have only defeated Giovanni 10 times. Because of Giovanni's lineup of Pokemon, I've chosen to just not use my Rocket Radar for Giovanni yet. I'm just saving it, you know, because you can stack your Rocket Radars. Like when I go and look at my special research here on the right side of your Pokemon Go game, and I scroll all the way down here, basically I have 2 researches that are collapsed here from the shadows and shadowy skirmishes. When I open these up, you'll see a Rocket Radar that is for Giovanni. When you go to shadowy skirmishes, I believe that once you finish part 1 and go on to part 2 or maybe 3, you also get a Team Go Rocket Radar for Giovanni. If you basically just complete part of the research and don't claim it, you can save the Rocket Radar for later. And that's what I would prefer to do, because I'm not super interested in the Pokemon that Giovanni has right now. I mean, Shadow Regice is kind of cool, but I don't know. I'd rather wait for Shadow Mewtwo or Shadow Moltres. That is an option to stack the Rocket Radars, so you can wait until one of your favorite Pokemon are around with Giovanni, and then you can go and do it. Then you can go and kick some butt. One thing I'm gonna say for purifying Pokemon, purifying 100 Pokemon, it's like, oh god, right? Like that's a lot of Pokemon to purify, that's a lot of Stardust. So the number one tip for purifying Pokemon and working on your purifying badge is purify Pokemon that has 1,000 Stardust. Purify it. It's a 0-star Pokemon and it's 1,000 Stardust to purify, then you may as well just purify it, because all the other ones to purify cost 3,000 Stardust, sometimes even 5,000 Stardust. If you do like to work towards your badges, then of course there is a purifier badge, and that's something that I have been working on. So whenever I did see 1,000 Stardust purified Pokemon, I usually saved it to purify. For my purifier badge, I've gotten 697 Pokemon purified, so I've gotten my gold badge. To get the platinum badge, you need to purify 1,000 Pokemon. 1,000. So that's why I say you may as well do the ones with 1,000 Stardust, because if you do want to get your platinum badge on everything, then you may as well do the cheap ones rather than the expensive ones. I do kind of regret purifying one of my Pokemon, and that Pokemon that I do regret purifying is my Weezing. Basically, I was a fairly new player. It says I caught it in 2020. I did download the game in 2016, but I didn't start really playing it hardcore again until 2020. I had a crappy phone that could not handle Pokemon Go before I got into it. I was a super new player. I didn't really know what I was doing, and I was like, let me purify it, right? I do kind of regret purifying this one only because it looked cooler, not purified. So ultimately, it's not really like a big loss. I do think it looks cooler when it was not purified, so oops, my bad on that. As soon as I leveled up, my earn 10 platinum medals task was automatically completed as soon as I leveled up. I have a total of, let's see, I have 29 platinum medals. I've been working pretty hard on my medals. I have pretty much all of the typing medals here on the bottom, you know, catch normal type, catch fighting type, you know, I've got all those completed except for the dragon one. They're not as a common spawn as all the other ones. So yeah, that was the slowest leveling up ever. Thanks for coming on the journey with me. Thanks to all my friends that helped me level up. Thanks for all the friendship. Thanks for all the raids. Thanks for the ticketed research. To summarize, in order to maximize XP, my best tips, I guess, are just friendship, raids,
Players, put your pinky rings up to the moon.
limited research, love disc, loves it, Hitman Lee, Hitman Top, Hitman Chan, hit or miss. The ticketed research sometimes. Happy Slowmo Community Day! Happy Togetic Community Day! All those things are really great ways to earn XP, and probably the ways that I went about earning XP the most throughout my time leveling up. That's it for now. Thanks for watching. Till next time, take care of yourself and take care of each other. Bye.
The one? Creator of the heavens and the earth, Alpha and Omega.
Oh, I see where this is going.
Bruce, I'm God.